What's good, YouTube? It's your man Rage King back with another one. Yes, another upload to the channel. And before we get started, I'd ask if you please go down there and hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that bell for notifications if you're new. Welcome to Rage Rants TV. This is how we do. Raging Rebels make some noise. And if you're new to the crew, welcome to the Raging Rebel Revolution. Now let's vibe. Y'all, Deshaun Watson could possibly want a trade from the Houston Texans after the latest signing of new GM, Nick Casario. Let's speak up. Now, y'all know how I feel about the man Deshaun Watson at Houston Houdini. Y'all know I am a huge fan of him. I believe truly he is a top 10 quarterback in the league, even without an O-line, with the exemption of Laramie Tunsil, without a running game, without a defense. This man Deshaun Watson still put up over 4,800 passing yards, 33 touchdowns, and just 7 interceptions. Y'all, those are MVP numbers if they was on a winning team. He did with all that, and in the midst of a coach being fired mid-season. Put some respect on Deshaun Watson's name. He is a top 10 quarterback. I don't care what you say. I don't care who you are. Top 10 quarterback in the league. I don't care what you say. Y'all, I'm going to throw another stat at you real quick. Of the total offensive output of the Houston Texans this season, Deshaun Watson accounted for 88% of that. The highest in NFL history, the highest usage percentage of a single player in the NFL offense in NFL history. Go look it up. Can't make it up. That is a bad man. That is a bad brother. Bad brother. And I just hate that he just so happens to be on the team with such inept management. I'm sorry, y'all. Look, no disrespect to Cal McNabb, the man. But as an NFL executive, as an NFL owner, man, he just ain't it. I'm sorry, his daddy. God rest his soul, and no disrespect to him as a man, no disrespect to his life. But just as an NFL owner, man, they had a major screw loose up there, man. I'm going to just be real with you. I don't understand. And here's why I'm saying that. It's because per reports, you were told that you were going to include Deshaun Watson on the hiring process of the GM and the coach, since, he is your future. He is the best player on your team. He's going to be the best player on your team in the future going forward. He is your future. He is your franchise player. Why would you not include him in that? And after you told him you were going to do it, and then you didn't do it. So not only can you not put a winning football team around Deshaun Watson, you can't even do something as simple as keep your word, but you expect the Houston Texans fans to still believe that you're going to put a winner on the field. You still want the Texans fans to believe, almost 20 years since their inception and no AFC championship or Super Bowl appearance to show for it, that everything's fine, right? Everything's fine for you because you're still lining your pockets with our money and not delivering a championship, or at least a championship appearance. I don't understand that. Why would you tell him that and you weren't gonna do it? That's number one. Number two, I gotta be honest, y'all. I really can't blame Deshaun Watson. I don't think that he's gonna necessarily get traded. I don't think that he's gonna come out on at least not right now. He's not gonna come out in public and say he wants to get traded. But if he does, I can't blame him. I can't blame him one bit, because the ineptitude, the buffoonery that is the ownership of the Texans the past 20 years, y'all, it makes it hard to be a fan of it. Could you imagine being an employee of it, or a contract, or an NFL football player dealing with that kind of ineptitude? Guys, we have squandered so many opportunities. So many opportunities have been squandered by the Texans management to make this team a Super Bowl contender. It's not even funny. 2016, we had a Super Bowl ready team, but instead of getting us the quarterback we needed, they gave us Brock Osweiler. And now, 5 years later, we've done a complete about-face. Now we got the quarterback and nothing else. I mean, we got Laramie Tunsil. Yeah, he's a Pro Bowler. I'm glad that worked out. But to be honest, nothing really else. We really got nothing else going with this team. And that's no disrespect to J.J. Watt, but guys, J.J. Watt can't be the entire defense by himself anymore. Guys, we've squandered so many opportunities. Look, up 24-0 against the Kansas City Chiefs. and lose by 20 plus points. And have not been the same since. It's like this football team is broken. It's like the management is broken. It's like the owner's brains are broken. Now look, I'm going to say something. Since Cal McNair doesn't have the common sense, but then again, common sense ain't really so common in 2020 and 2021, is it? Since Cal McNair can't keep his word, can you please, just please, if he's not going to keep his word, can you please include Deshaun Watson in on at least the hiring of the coach? Because at this point, we stand to lose a top 10 quarterback in the prime of his career, who's only going to get better, barring injury. Knock on wood. Barring injury, he's going to be a future league MVP because he doggone sure got the talent. He got the talent. He got the numbers to back it up. He just doesn't have the talent around him. And I'm not understanding why you would even think and consider of trading Deshaun Watson if you're going to trade him to try to get a better trade package for him so you can get a big trade, big low back. No. You don't trade franchise quarterbacks. Okay? Franchise quarterbacks just don't grow on trees. Okay? You build around franchise quarterbacks once you get them. Could you imagine the Patriots trading Tom Brady in his prime? Could you imagine the San Francisco 49ers trading Joe Montana or Steve Young in their primes? Could you imagine the Cowboys trading Troy Aikman or Roger Staubach in their primes? Could you imagine the Green Bay Packers trading Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre or Bart Starr in their primes? You don't do that. You build around that. And for the life of me, it's like y'all are allergic to building around the one player that could make us Super Bowl contenders year in and year out. For the life of God, for the love of everything that is holy, please help me understand. How did it happen? How? Don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. How many more stupid mistakes, and I'm going to just come out and say, how many more stupid mistakes have to be made before you finally take your head out of your behind? Do the right thing here. Include the man on the hirings. What's so hard about that? What's so hard about that? If Pete Carroll was to get fired tomorrow, you don't think that the owner will come to Russell Wilson? Hey, Russ, how you doing? Come sit down. How you doing? Hey, Sierra. Hi. Love your music. Beautiful kids. Russell, we got a coaching vacancy. Who you want us to bring in? You don't think they pull him in? You don't think the Steelers called Ben Roethlisberger in for the okay of hiring Mike Tomlin when he got hired? And that's no disrespect to Mike Tomlin, but before he got hired, Ben Roethlisberger was the franchise, right? So why not include him in the coaching decision, in the GM position? Why not? That is your best player. That is your franchise player. That is your partner. And for the life of me, it's like the Texans are one of the few teams that look at NFL. They look at their star players, if anything else, instead of looking at them as partners, they look at them as just another commodity. I don't care how well, and don't get me wrong, coaching is very important. But if you do not have the talent, Bill Belichick, Bill O'Brien, if you don't have the talent to coach, you're not going to be successful. You may get away with it for a few games. You may even luck up and get away with it for a season. You might. But long term, that is not the solution. You need the talent. And the Houston Texans do not have the talent. And the one talent they do have, you don't want to include it. You just want to treat him like he's just another player. Oh, we'll be rich. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. He's just another player. In 5-10 years, we'll draft another quarterback. We'll be fine. These fans will still buy it. They'll still just come to the games. They'll still put their butts in these seats. That's not how that works, man. That's not how that's going. See, that's that kind of thinking right there. Makes it very hard to be a Texans fan, bro. So I know I can understand why the players don't want to be there, because it's hard to be a fan watching this crap. That's absolute crap. You got the opportunity to turn this around, man. And you simply won't. So since Cal McNair won't do it, Nick Casario, I challenge you. Grow a set. Include your star player in your personnel decisions. He's what's going to help keep your job. Duh. We are all trying to win here. That is the goal here. Win the championship. You can't do that when everything is fragmented. You got to come together. It's got to be a melting pot of everybody doing their job, being where they need to be on time, and everybody on the same page. And for the life of me, the Texans simply don't do that. I don't understand. What is so hard about that? Nick Casario, I'm going to tell you another thing too, bro. Go get Eric Bieniemy. Don't bring it. I'm going to speak for my... Look, I may not speak for all Texas fans, but I speak for a good portion of them when I say we do not want to see one of your New England buddies, your former assistants, trying to be head coach and coming to the Texans with that. We didn't already live through that. We didn't already live through one of Bill Belichick's disciples who didn't deliver. Okay? He had some success, but he didn't deliver. And he's the reason why we at where we at now. So please, go get Eric Bieniemy. The fact that y'all have not went and hired Eric Bieniemy yet is an absolute joke. The moment that clock hit zero, when that doggone ball clanked off that upright and went into that goalpost and they said Titans win, I would have been on the Yes, Eric Bieniemy, how you doing? Cal McNair here. How you doing? Hey, would you like to come in and talk? We have a job for you if you want it. By all means, name your price and get down here. See you soon. That's would have been me right there. But for the light, y'all ain't even interviewed yet according to reports. Y'all ain't even talked to him yet. Why? What's the hold up? What you playing for a playoff spot? No. What you got a bye week? Yeah, y'all got plenty of bye weeks coming in the air. It's called the off season because you're home. You sit at home. Come on now. Go get Eric Bieniemy. And I'm telling you right now, Nick, Mr. Casario, Mr. GM, face of the front office, if you trade Deshaun Watson, look, I'm not going to do nothing to you personally, but I know the city of Houston, let me just say this, city of Houston not going to be too happy. It's going to be very hard for you to do anything in the city of Houston, moving to and from throughout the city of Houston and anywhere around now. If you trade Deshaun Watson, Bill O'Brien traded DeAndre Hopkins, and I ain't seen him in Houston since he got 5 cents. And that's a smart move by him. That's a smart move by him. Because, you know, the people down in Houston, they're a little loco, huh? So if you trade Deshaun Watson, just know, be prepared for an angry mob outside your... Be prepared for an angry mob marching down to being right outside the doors and marching down to NRG Stadium. Because it's going to be some trouble. It's going to be a lot of disgruntled fans. They're going to be beating down the doors of NRG, and it ain't going to be nothing nobody can do about it. So please, make this right. Include the man in the hiring. Go get Eric Bieniemy and let's turn this thing around and let's start winning some football games again, man. Because that's all we want at the end of the day as Texans fans, to win that championship. And we got the quarterback to do it. Now go get the talent.